This is Soundoff60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports show.
Coaching staff was just like, you need to go through the same routine you were going through in the minor leagues. It's going to happen. Yeah. Our skipper actually moved me up to the 2-hole in the order in the middle of that and said, hey, you're our guy, you're going to play, and we believe in you. And then got a few hits, started believing in myself.
Julio's coming back. Oh, forget it. The game's over. Forget it. The game's over. Oh, Julio.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Where do we begin?
Man,
gentlemen,
what a week.
where
There's only one thing that's on my mind. You guys already know
I know
that.
what's on your mind.
That's it. Nothing else.
LSU at Alabama.
That's it.
Oh, no.
Astros 1 win away. The former Tiger, Alex Bregman, comes
Which
through
we had
in
on the
10th.
show. We had him on
You
the
are
show.
correct.
On this show twice, I think.
We had him on the show.
Before he was a superstar, which he is now.
Good luck us getting him again.
Don't jinx us, man.
No, Scooter, don't jinx us.
We
He's
got
a
to
good
tie
friend.
into Alex
He's
Bregman.
a good friend of the show, man.
He's on our show open.
That's it.
And if you recall,
No
if you
way.
look at our show open, because I remember we asked him about, his slow start.
Yeah.
And he just said, the coaching staff was patient with. I remember the quote, patient with me, stick to your fundamentals, and it will happen. Yeah. It's happened. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Saints win for the 5th time. We got LSU Alabama preview. The Cowboys are smacked down big time in Conway, which was a bit of a surprise by the margin.
It was. The margin.
The margin. The
The
margin.
margin to me was alarming.
And Scooter's right about the margin, but you know what? You can look at the reason why with the turnovers. You cannot have that. And I know Coach Lance Gittrich like.
We'll get into the Cowboys and why they lost to the
have
Bears as the show progresses. Mr. Guidry informed me that he wants to talk about a subject you hate, but I know I like to sink my teeth into these politically incorrect subjects, and that's Texans owner Bob McNair and his comments.
Wow.
We'll try to get to that later in this first segment. We'll see how the clock treats us.
Wow.
Guys, going to the Saints game, I don't want to lose track of this. This was a serious. The injury by Bears tied in Zach Miller in the end zone, which, by the way, I'm biased.
And I've got to say
it was a touchdown.
It was a catch, Rick.
I don't know what
did
ref.
they see?
Oh, I saw what they saw.
Well, Scooter,
No,
what?
it
It
But I
never
will-
touched the ground.
But I will say this. It never occurred to me they were even reviewing it until they did, but I did see it when they went to Zapruder film.
I
Let me tell you,
I don't
the
see
thing,
it.
the thing
Touchdown.
that I guess made it even more graphic is that they was trying to review to see if it was a catch, but at the same time you
and
saw the
not
injury.
keep showing it.
You saw
Guys,
the injury.
It rivals Boston Celtics forward
That's
Gordon
exactly what I
Hayward's
see it.
snapped ankle.
That's exactly what I
I mean,
said.
it was
Rick.
graphic. I don't want to
That's
get morbid on you, but it was a
exactly.
very bad injury.
But even that, I didn't notice in the original play.
No, you have to
No.
see it from the back.
No,
yeah.
you had to see it.
Yeah,
from
it was a
reverse angle.
dislocated knee.
It was
and
graphic,
the
Scooter.
news early after the game, early in the week, was there was artery damage. They had to
Yes.
rush him to a hospital in New
They were
Orleans.
worried about him losing his
His
leg.
leg. They had to call in a team of vascular surgeons to save the leg.
We're not even talking about where you play again, dude. We're trying to save your leg.
So thoughts go out to Zach Miller.
His whole
and
family, Rick, man. Wow.
Late word today was out of the Bears that his pulse was good. I mean, how serious can that? They're monitoring his pulse, and he had feelings in his feet. Great news there. We'll see. But it was emergency surgery. You just don't hear that very
He's
often.
a big guy, though, and you can see how that pressure.
Oh, my gosh,
him,
it was
him being
just
such a big guy.
I thought it was a touchdown all the way, but
thought it
more
was too, Rick.
importantly,
I totally
hopefully
agree with you.
they'll be able to get the leg. Play or not, he'll be
Yeah.
able to continue
Yeah.
with a good quality
guy.
of
Keep
life.
him in our prayers.
We
That's
got a lot to cover,
horrific.
guys. I don't know where we begin in our short comments here to open with LSU at Alabama.
Where do you want to begin? Where
Is
do you
it
wanna
21 points?
24.
Is the spread 20?
21 and a half.
I thought it was 24. It's 21.
I think somewhere in last
Wow.
week.
I
maybe.
mean,
Okay.
what am I missing?
Well,
I've seen some Alabama games, but what am I
Alabama, Rick.
missing?
Have you seen anybody stay within 21 of them?
No.
that's
Okay.
it, Rick. It's Alabama. And
But
let me
this
tell
is
you something.
LSU.
It is, but you know what, Rick? I'm so glad they had the week prior to them being off that they had to give them a little bit more motivation to say, you know what, guys, look, let's go in here with all guns.
But
Look,
you needed
you got
motivation against Alabama. You
Preparation,
Yeah.
rest,
but the thing
healing
is,
something.
I think the
Rick,
rest.
I
Rest.
just think
Mentally
the
as
rest,
much as anything.
both teams got it. Both teams got it.
Yeah.
But the thing that I think, you know, Rick, my Tigers are going to have to play in Scooter. They're going to have to play above themselves. If I've ever used that term before.
Way above.
You've got to play above yourself.
Way above.
You can't
Okay.
go in there thinking you're going to do what you've been doing for
All
these
right,
past
don't give me
6,
the
7
full
games.
chalkboard.
You cannot do it.
Don't give me the full chalkboard because it's segment
I
2.
can go ahead and tell you the whole thing. LSU has no chance.
Stop it.
Wow.
Stop it.
I don't buy into that
Okay.
totally, but we'll get
Saying
into
I
that in
believe
the
purple and
second
gold.
segment.
I can't say that.
We'll
I
get
believe
into
purple
that
and
in the
gold.
second segment.
I cannot
All right.
say that.
Okay.
I believe purple and gold.
Blue and gold Cowboys at Conway, Arkansas. That purple field does strange things.
It's crazy, man.
This game was lost early second quarter. The
Yeah.
chunk plays, Kevin. The chunk.
The turnovers, though,
plays.
Rick. The
I know the
turnovers, man.
turnovers, but
That'll kill
I know
you.
Coach Guidry talked about the block punt, the turning point in the game. That went in for 6.
Yes.
But 3 bombs, 48,
And that-
55, 40-something yards.
Those were the
Bam,
ones.
bam,
Those were the
bam.
ones that we
We
said that they
could
couldn't.
Kind of cut to the chase, same way I did with you on LSU. No chance. We cut to the chase. It's pretty simple. Central Arkansas is that much better.
They are.
They are
But
good,
You
Scooter.
went into
But
that
that's
game thinking the
alarming.
Cowboys didn't have a chance
They
to
are.
win.
That's alarming. I thought going in, but not from what I saw of the streaming of the game.
The thing,
I mean, that's a better team than
the
me.
thing
course.
that, but the thing that, and we talked about the
play
quarterback
better.
too, just above, a notch above. The thing that gets me, Rick, is that we knew going in it was going to be a struggle for the Cowboys, but by the way they had been playing for the previous 2 weeks, we said, are they at that point? Could they probably show something?
Yeah, we talked about.
And that's
remember
kinda what we
last
was
week's
kinda
show,
looking at.
But I posed the question: are we believers? Are we believers in the
Yeah.
Cowboys? Are we believers in the New Orleans Saints? Are we believers? Are we believers? Here we are. We're at the point in the season where are we going to believe or not? Are we believers in LSU versus Alabama? Hobbs is not.
Yeah.
I've got a
I'm a
smidgen of
believer.
hope, but,
I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
I know you're a believer.
I'm a believer. Yes.
We'll get
I'm a
into more
believer.
of the Cowboy. We'll dig deep in the Cowboys
in
and the
there.
Bears.
I'm going to hang in there, Scooter.
And also where this leaves this program. Look, they're not going to win the conference.
No.
Nichols won, which
Yeah.
that was the worst thing that could happen because now Sam Houston and Nichols have the edge.
Yeah.
They have an edge on them.
You do. I mean, they do, Rick.
Do you get into? I can ask this question. I think it's do they get into postseason if they run at 9-2? If they run the table?
Small,
I
huh?
don't see it.
Small.
I don't see it.
Small.
I don't either because the 30-point margin.
Yeah.
You keep within 10 of Central Arkansas, maybe.
At least
The
keep it
voters
close.
look at it, but
Keep it
30?
close. Keep it close at
I know it
least.
was on the road. I know it was a road game. Anyway, all right.
Keep it close.
Astros. We're talking about the Astros and what a game it was.
What a
home
series
runs
up
are
to this
just
point, Rick.
mind-blowing. I
Not
mentioned
just
earlier,
a game.
It was
What
just
a series.
a series.
Hey, that's what I said. I just said that.
It's a series.
I think I tweeted last night. Every time I think I've seen it all in baseball, the Dodgers
Yeah.
and Astros play another
Look,
game.
Yeah,
look,
play another whole
And
nother
look,
game.
you
look.
forget about
Hey,
it. This
I don't-
whole series is just kind of scrambled together in my
Yeah.
head. Now I can't remember which game was this and which game was
You as a
that.
diehard Cardinal fan, you've been watching Major League Baseball longer than both of us combined. That ball has to be juiced. I know these players are swinging like
For it
monsters.
to move like it does.
Jose Altuve, how does he swing that bat?
He's
that
this
fast?
big.
The ball
He's
has to be
that
juiced.
big.
It's got to be different.
But game
I say
one was
juiced.
3-1.
Yeah.
Game, what was it? Game 3 or 4?
You're right,
Like I
Yankees,
said,
you're right.
was
It went up,
1-1
it went up.
Going into the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes a game just takes on a personality of its
It's a lot of
own.
homers. It's a record home
It's
run.
a lot. It's a
And I
lot.
mean, only a couple of them were cheap.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They were denting that locomotive up all
It's
night.
unbelievable. All right, we're going to cover that.
Wow.
I promise we'll get to the Texans owner, Bob McNair, as we progress in the show.
Shame on him.
So we got a lot to cover. I mean, a boatload of football and baseball, of course. All right, we'll take our first break. We'll pivot, go to these commercial breaks, and come right back to
Yes, we
Jack
will.
Daniels at LaBerge Casino. Stay right here.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort.
In 1975, we brewed the original light beer with more taste and only 96 calories. We think that's worth celebrating. Miller Lite, back in the original bottle.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
The 2018 Toyota Camry is here, and it is a remarkable product. So remarkable, in fact, we're going to do something a little different with this commercial. We're just going to spend the rest of this 30 seconds showing you this car. So if you're one of those people that's always said, yeah, the Camry's not really the car for me, you might be exactly who this car is for. Come see it today at Lake Charles Toyota.
Welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaVerge Casino. I wasn't there, but I heard the Halloween party at the Special Events Concert Hall was a major blowout. Major blowout. As always, $10,000 top prize. If you didn't win the top prize, if you weren't there, plan on it next year. I saw some of the costumes online. I don't know how these people come up with it.
Mind-blowing,
isn't it?
Mind-blowing.
I just don't know. Friday night
the way they did
and
it.
Saturday nights, country music on the stage here at Jack Daniels. This Friday, it's Jason Boland and the Stranglers. A little Halloween theme going on there. Jason Boland and the Stranglers. And Saturday, it's Jamie Talbot and the Band of Demons. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't want to be at that one.
I don't want to be at
the Band of Demons.
Country. It's right here. I'm not
Band of
making
Demons.
it up.
Whoa.
Holy smokes. All right, guys. That's Friday and Saturday
they're going to be
nights
red
on
hot.
the big stage here at Jack Daniels. All right. Let's start with T-Town, Titletown, Tuscaloosa. Alabama hosting LSU.
Scooter's already got it written out.
Big game.
Scooter's already written his page for Sunday morning. It's already written. He's
We're
already
gonna
done
get a
it.
prediction, but
This is my thing.
Okay, I'm going to let you go before I shoot you down.
Okay.
But here's what I will just point out. I really can't remember an LSU, and maybe later in the week I'll change my mind a little bit. Very few times in all the millions of years I've covered LSU did I think going into a game they just had no prayer. Even like most of the Curly Hallman days, I thought they had a chance. I just don't. I do not see a scenario where that happens this year. Now go ahead.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Well, Scooter makes it a hard argument, honestly, because of LSU's record up to this point. Remember in years past, they would always come into this game kind of being undefeated, both teams. Like 2 years straight they did that. So it's like, wow, okay,
I don't know how many times
this is
they
the
played the
showdown.
game of the century.
This is the showdown. But now, LSU's had some breakdowns prior to the years and the losing to homecoming Troy. The guys have got to go into this game believing this is one game. For me, this is my season. You can't go into it looking at what happened 6 games ago, Rick. This game right here, Rick, you can't, and this is what I've said before, guys, and this is what good coaches do when you see them on Sundays, how they coach. You can't beat Alabama. You can't. But you can beat the individuals that play for Alabama. Rick, and that comes to having matchups. We've got some good personnel, Rick. We do. The test is going to come. Can you give him enough time to get the pass off?
Him meaning
That's
Danny
the thing.
Etling.
Danny Etling. Okay. Can you get him enough time to get it off? I would put my receivers up against theirs. They don't have real big defensive backs. They are good.
They got a really good safety.
They are good, but the two corners are not that big. But Kirkpatrick, he will probably be the first defensive player taken in this year's draft. He's that good. But he's only 5'11", 6 feet. We've got receivers that are 6'4", 6'5". That's what you do, Rick. And you know what, Rick? If he can't cover him, you're going to get a pass interference. Rick, you've got to think as to how you can beat Bama, not only just on the field by plays, but outside of that.
Let me pose a question to you. Let me pose a question.
Are you taking all this in?
I'm trying to.
And I'm not done.
No, I know you're not done. But is there any when it comes? He's talking about personnel matchups, and
That's what I'm saying. You can't beat Alabama.
Personnel.
You cannot beat Alabama.
It's a game of matchups. Is there any, from your vantage point, where LSU might have a slight edge from a personnel matchup standpoint?
Not really.
Okay. Scooter just being a downer. Scooter's being
I don't
a downer.
know, man. That's
Okay,
secondary.
I'm thinking we got a chance at
LSU's playing pretty
receivers.
good.
Geis will not get 50 yards. I'm just going to be honest.
Oh, yeah, that didn't happen.
He will not get 50 yards, Rick.
That's not
Rick, he
happening.
rushed for 275 2 weeks prior. He will not get 50 yards, Rick, because we know that's what Nick's going to take away, Rick. Rick, let me just say this.
I think he'll do between. I think he'll
He
do
won't do
better than
50.
50. I think he might be in the 80 to 90 range.
No.
He's that good in my opinion.
Leonard Fournette did what, 32?
Okay.
Leonard Fournette did 32.
Geis is a different runner.
You still say that.
He is a different kind of runner.
You
But
still
go ahead,
say
go
that.
ahead.
He's not
You
a
didn't
1,
answer
2,
my
3
question,
down
or
back.
did you answer my question?
I'm just
Look,
he will
this
get
is
through
my
at some
thing.
point.
All right,
This
only
is
have
my
8
thing.
minutes,
Look,
but let's
this
go.
is my thing. The only thing that I think, the only chance, let me just cut to the chase. The only chance
Is prayer?
LSU has in this game, they're going to have to throw the ball 86 to 90% of. You cannot run against
What?
Bama. You got to. Rick, that's the only chance you got.
So who's going to play quarterback the rest of the year after
Wow.
you do that?
Wow. I don't agree
It's
with
one
that.
game, Scooter.
No, I don't
It's just
agree with
one
that.
game, Scooter.
All right.
We got to
You
put it on the
asked
table.
me for one inkling of hope, okay? I can only think of one. And it really has nothing to do with LSU and Alabama. But I suppose if Troy can beat LSU, then LSU can beat Alabama.
Okay.
That's reaching.
And that was at home.
That's
Okay,
reaching.
That's
Scooter.
the best I got
Okay,
for
Scooter,
it.
I see.
reaching.
Look,
All right, you want to talk matchups.
that's the only
Skill
chance.
positions, if you want to match them up, LSU's kind of there.
I would
It's not
say
a
at
total
receivers.
mismatch.
At receivers, they are.
Alabama probably has a little more of them. They don't have anybody better than Geis. They have a few more of
I
them.
agree.
Yeah.
But they're there. LSU has the receivers to play with Alabama.
That's my only hope.
But I have never seen LSU go into a game with this big a mismatch.
I know what you're
against
saying, Scooter. An
way
opponent.
too
An
young
opponent.
offensive line.
Yeah, there you go. It starts at the line.
Against
Yeah,
full-grown men.
it is.
You're talking about going to throw 80, 90 times a game?
Yeah.
You're not
How-
running.
They could not
You're
protect
not running.
Danny Etling against Ole Miss. How are you going to protect him
My
against
only thing
Alabama?
is,
agree.
my only thing is, Rick,
So you can't just start, and you're probably not going to have any success running, but you're going to
No.
have to keep doing it
Oh, yeah.
some.
you're gonna have
Unless,
to, Scooter,
unless
just
the
to.
game starts getting out
Yeah,
of hand.
you're gonna have to, but
The main thing you've got to avoid, if you watch Alabama's MO, this is what happened. Forget Crimson Tide, avoid the tsunami.
yeah.
Yeah.
At some
that's-
point, Alabama will
Yep.
score 3 touchdowns. Now, it didn't happen last year. It was
Yeah.
a 10-0
Yeah.
game last year. LSU had a better offensive line last year
They
than
did.
they have
They
this
did.
year.
But Alabama
It was
has
a
some hellified
10-0
defensive
game,
linemen too,
scoreless
Scooter.
going into the fourth quarter. But if you watch these games where Alabama's steamrolling people, there's a 3-minute span
Florida
in the
State.
game where they
Yeah.
score 17
Yeah.
or 21
And
points,
you know,
and the game's over.
Yep.
the
Florida
big
State.
advantage that Alabama has been on a lot of people throughout the years is that they don't always look for scores to come on the offense.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean
Special
when I
teams.
say that.
Special teams could be a
defense,
big
you're
part
gonna
of
put
this.
points
I
on the
will go
board.
along with you. But where are games won? And like I said, skill positions for the most part, LSU's kind of there. But I mean, and even the defensive line, they're okay. They've been susceptible against the run, even
Yeah.
with their defensive line. But they're kind of there. But they don't have any depth.
Are
there.
all the studs for
And
LSU
Alabama
healthy
is
and
gonna
play? Because that
pound.
defensive line has been a revolving door. Or will they
Yeah,
all be ready to
they're,
go?
They're the healthiest.
Okay.
They're even healthier than they were in the season opener.
It's where Rick and Scooter made a good point when he talked about the tsunami. And what I was saying in reference to that is that it's Alabama. You can't beat them as Alabama. You got to pick people on that team
All right.
to go
Beat
at,
the
Rick.
guy in front of you.
That's
Win
what
the
you gotta
little
do.
battles.
That's what you
Win
gotta
the little
do.
battles.
Some little battles.
And here, as we go to break, Matt Canada, the coordinators have to come up, especially him, because he's
He's gotta
understaffed
coach above
with his
himself,
offensive
Rick, for
line
this
versus
game.
that
Both of
massive
them.
defensive front
Both of them.
seven. So
Both
he's
of
got to
them.
come up with something to somehow get Saban's mind and brain twisted in the game plan. And Aranda, too. He has to come
And
up
see,
with something.
The thing
All
is,
right,
Well, I think Aranda has a few more weapons to work with.
He does.
Just in that, he's really good. Number
Yes.
one. I mean, he pretty well shut Alabama's offense down last year.
Yes.
yeah.
That
10-0.
one busted play.
One busted play.
Yeah, one busted play wins.
I think they're probably better offensively this year than they were last year. The quarterback.
You got a quarterback that's got a year in his
You
belt
know,
now.
I've been telling y'all, Alabama's had the same quarterback for
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah.
No, not this guy. This
He's a
one
little
breaks-
different.
this
He's a little
one breaks
different.
the
All right.
mold.
We're up
different.
against the clock. We'll probably get back to Alabama and LSU later on in the show with maybe some numbers, maybe some kind of
Yeah.
prediction. I will say this, Darius Geis will rush for more than 50 yards. He won't break 100.
I hope he does.
But he
I
might
hope he
get up
does,
to
Rick.
80 or 90.
But
we'll
I tell
see.
you what, Rick,
I just think he's that
believe me,
good.
that is
And
the
now
one
he's
thing that
healthy.
Nick Saban's got on his chalkboard.
I know that. All right.
He might break one
Coming
long one.
up next. Yes, well, okay.
He may.
Break a long
He may, Rick. He may.
Coming up next.
I'm not counting him out.
We're talking
I hope not.
Astros and Dodgers. We've still got the Saints to cover.
Yes.
We've still got the McNeese Cowboys. When we come back to Jack Daniels, stay right there.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Check us out online at soundoff60tv.com.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solarsupply.
Welcome back to the show, boys and girls. You with us? Are you getting, what are you doing,
here.
some kind of Bob McNair tweet?
No,
you
I
getting
was looking,
what are you
I
texting
was
Bob
looking at the
McNair?
Astros. I had the Astros. I was looking at the Astros.
I mentioned earlier, I don't know, like half hour ago, long day.
Yeah.
I was blaming on the Astros.
Yeah.
I hung to 12:30.
Yeah.
Why I didn't stay another 10, 15 minutes, I don't know. I couldn't take anymore.
5.5
I know, like
hours.
10 minutes later, Bregman hits the RBI.
How do you watch a
I'm
game
a
for
night
5.5
owl
hours?
Oh, I couldn't take it
Being a
anymore.
night
man.
owl, that
How often does
was
that?
great.
You're the baseball guru, Scooter. How often does that happen to go through a game for 5.5 hours? Is that something that happens quite
I
often?
think it happened one other time in the World Series.
In the
That
World
was-
Series.
That was
Yeah.
second longest World Series game ever. I thought it was the longest.
Classic.
Game one, same two starting pitchers.
Yeah.
Game one was 2.5 hours.
Yeah, get
Game
that.
5 was 5.5
There's
hours.
guys, we could do half the
pitches.
show.
Same
We could do
pitches.
half
That's
the
about-
show
that
on this
is
on this
truly-
series.
Oh, that's no doubt.
But the beauty of that, I mean, baseball can deliver just such
Up and down.
rise and ebb and
Rises.
flow of momentum and emotion. And the Dodgers are up 4. It's tied. The Astros are up 3. No, the Dodgers tied.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just such a crazy, wild
The
game.
overriding thing that everybody, all the home runs, how can we this, how is this happening?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, these are the two best
Best
teams
teams.
and two of the most offensive powerhouses in all of Major League Baseball. So if they're going to explode, they're going to explode on each other.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, these guys, this Justin Turner guy, he's been shut down pretty well,
Yeah.
but this guy can explode at any time.
Yeah.
I mean, they got
It's so
guys
many
for the
other guys that
Dodgers
you don't
hitting
look
that
for
no
that
one's
can-
really ever heard
that
of. They're
can do it,
rookies
but
and unnamed guys. But they're-
After a while, and I really don't have a dog in the hunt. I'm not an Astro fan. I have to care about them because I know all our readers care. After a while, I just started sitting back and quit being amazed by everything.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
going
It's
into the
gonna
night
happen.
with the Astros up 3, I said, this is going extra
yeah.
innings somehow.
Yeah. You know it's
some
going
way.
to happen, huh?
Yeah.
But man, for it to
Wow.
end our area, I mean, how great is that for Bregman?
That is. That's huge.
And
I mean,
we mentioned at the top of the show, he was kind enough to come on our show and stay with us for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and talk about his rise and making that transition to Major League Baseball from
Yeah.
LSU. He's a great guy, very humble. Just to
I
come
don't
up with
know
those.
how humble, man.
I found him humble. I found him humble. I found him very comfortable.
Ever
with
since
it.
he was a freshman at LSU, he's pretty kind.
You know him better than us,
better
but
than we
I
do,
found
Rick.
him very humble fellow.
Not in a bad,
Not in a
no,
bad
in
way.
a good
No,
way.
no, he's got
I
a
mean,
confident
he
young man.
strode on that campus, thought he invented baseball.
Well,
man.
yeah.
No,
He-
well.
he- the moment, put
He
it
may
this
have.
way, the moment last night was not too big.
Yeah,
for him.
exactly. There you
Not
go.
at all.
He'd been planning for that, but he, you worked as hard as he has.
Yeah.
You know who gave him the ultimate compliment? After the game, they were interviewing Brian McCann, the catcher.
Yeah.
Veteran, 36, 7 years old.
Yeah.
And what a good guy he is.
Yeah, big home run.
I mean, he is just, he said, I'm just around these kids. I know I'm at the tail end of my career, and I'm riding with these. He said, I used to bat third, fourth, the order. I'm okay hitting
I'm
eighth
down now.
here.
I'm a little bit down.
But the panel was interviewing him, and it was actually Alex Rodriguez. Says, Brian, you're my new favorite player. And McCann interrupted him, and he said, Alex, if you played for the Astros, Alex Bregman would be your favorite player.
Yeah.
He said, I have never seen a guy that loves baseball as much as that kid does.
He said the one thing that the commentator said when I watched it from start to finish, he said he had never seen a guy that young, 23 years old, to be under that much pressure. The pressure was on him.
Oh, yeah.
The pressure was on this kid, and he delivered.
But Bregman also said after the game, play loose, play loose. All of them came in.
But
Stringer,
Rick, you in the World
Altuve,
Series, dude.
I know.
Come on, you're
got
23
nothing to
years
lose,
old, man.
Just play loose, sir.
You was playing at LSU
I
2
know.
years ago. Man, that's
I know.
pressure, Rick.
What
Look,
was Stringer
that is
thinking
pressure.
when he dove at
that ball?
though?
Did he think he could get to it?
Think of the situation, man. On
could've went
first,
past him.
you're playing the outfield to avoid doubles.
Yeah.
But
If it wouldn't
all
have hit-
worked out. And Big Poppy talking about Bregman, called him the little stud.
He said both
very
of them.
good,
Both of them. Both of them. The little
He is
studs.
very good on
very
this
good.
broadcast.
He is good.
Very
And Alex
Big Poppy
Rodriguez
is
is
good.
very good too, but
He is good.
he's
He is
surprising
good.
me.
He is.
All right, here's what's surprising me is the starting pitching outside of Justin Verlander. I mean,
Kershaw.
Kershaw. I mean,
Kershaw.
granted, they're not going to let him 100 pitch.
No.
But they're pulling the
they
starters.
were ready to let him go last night. He just couldn't get through it.
I know.
Yeah.
But you're saying the starting pitching.
Keiko couldn't get through. This is the worst game ever.
Verlander was dominant in game one.
He was. He was.
2 hits, 2 home runs, right?
Yeah.
He was.
Hill, I haven't quite understood what the Dodgers have been trying to do. Not so much last night because they'd almost backed themselves into the corner.
Yeah.
But the way they've handled their bullpen, he knows what he's doing.
My thing, Rick, and was it game 1 or game 2 when they actually let Verlander go for like 6 innings and he pulled the other pitcher for the Dodgers?
Yeah.
And he was doing good too.
Yeah.
Was it Hill?
Yeah.
Why did they pull him?
I didn't
Why did they
understand.
pull him?
And then that's when they
not
tried to get their closer, Jansen, to go for 6 outs, I think, and that didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't
All
work.
right, so each team is going through just a
They've got their own
plethora.
strategy.
They're
They-
going down to the
they've got their
bottom
own
of their
strategy.
bullpen to get through these games.
They can, that gave
They've
them
got
a
their
little
own strategy.
refresh the bullpens a little bit. I don't know if they both keep swinging the bat. I don't buy the juice ball and stuff.
It's different.
A game,
It's
a
flying.
game,
It's a different
flying.
ball.
a game gets caught up in the heat of the moment, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
The quotes this year, the guys who touch the ball say it's a different ball.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
different. Made different.
there's some new deal about the World Series. They're using these slicker and said it's a little minute difference that only a professional
Right.
pitcher would notice.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes it hard to. Well, that's the same ball they were using when it was the 3-1 game
Right.
in game
Right.
1.
Yeah.
And the 1-1 game Saturday going
It's-
into the
it's
Great
just-
drama.
or
Great
Friday.
drama.
It takes on its own
Through the course of our
personality.
show, Tuesday night, if you're watching, Tuesday night is game 6, Wednesday night game 7,
Yep.
if necessary. So
If
if you're
necessary.
watching our show, we could be,
It
could be over.
celebrating
It could be
Astros,
over.
we hope.
all the bizarre stuff, that we're talking about now. There's still 2 more games.
Yeah.
Who knows?
back
that
in Los
One
Angeles.
of them's on Halloween night.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm scared to watch
Yeah.
that game.
I think
Unbelievable.
I think the advantage is to the Astros. They just got to win one.
Yeah.
You just got to win
And
one.
they've got their ace,
They
but
just got to win
Yeah.
one.
you'd have thought advantage Dodgers last night.
Yeah.
The best
Yeah.
pitcher in baseball.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
game ends up 13-12.
Unbelievable. And the sidebar story, Uri Gurriel is, and I thought it was smart of the commissioner. He did a wrong thing. He admitted it. If you haven't heard the story, he did
No,
something
it didn't.
racially to
Yes,
Hugh
he did.
Darvish after
Yes,
a home
he did.
run.
Yes, he did.
The commissioner was right. He didn't want to punish the entire Houston
He did it for
Astros.
the next year.
Next
Did
year,
it for the next
5-game
year.
suspension, going to cost him $300,000 plus
should.
whatever. He made a
should.
mistake. Darvish
The thing
was
is, but you know what, Rick?
man enough to say, I
Look,
forgive him. Let's move forward.
It's like you are in a position to where, man, you are on the biggest stage that you could ever be on. Just be a professional. Just be a professional.
Apparently,
it was wrong, Kevin.
It was wrong.
Yes,
But I
but-
give Darvish credit.
A lot of
Basically,
credit.
what Darvish said was, I got thicker skin than that. Let's
But you know
move
what?
on.
Let's move on.
But
and
did
play
you
baseball.
see him when he was interviewed? The kid almost started crying.
Yeah.
Rick,
It was a mistake.
he almost started crying, Rick.
Supposedly, he's had a lot of trouble hitting Darvish. So he got emotional. He made a mistake. Thought it was kind of funny, whatever. Good thing it's not going to taint this World Series. Good move by Manfred. All right, up against the clock when we come back, the McNeese Cowboys. We're gonna try to find something, maybe some kind of positive spin on this game if we can. I'm gonna leave that up to Guidry. We'll see. We're coming back into Jack Daniels. Stay right here.
Soundoff60 is brought to you by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. The boys in the box will be right back.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste, to be enjoyed from opener to headliner. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solarsupply.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. Covered a lot of ground with
Yes.
LSU, Alabama coming up this Saturday night primetime game from Tuscaloosa. Astros win. They go back to Los Angeles with a 3-2. You know, it's tough for us to do baseball on our show because we're in rebroadcast all week because the games will be played by the time we come back to you. But it's too big of a story and too great of a story.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
no,
Wow.
Gosh knows what's going to happen in the last one or two games.
Unbelievable. Great story. Great story. All right. Not a great story for the McNeese Cowboys in Conway, Arkansas. They needed this game to get their fingers and get their grips on a possible Southern Conference championship. It didn't happen.
Positive.
The bottom line is 47-17. 47-17.
Just the score itself, Rick, tell you something went desperately wrong.
Terribly wrong,
Terribly
sir.
wrong.
All right.
Terribly wrong. Desperately terribly
You know,
wrong.
we've talked about this secondary. They were burned early, but they got through it.
They did,
Okay?
Rick.
Much like the New Orleans Saints were burned early against good teams, and they were able to come back. And again, reared its ugly head. Give Central Arkansas credit. Here's how. And look, he doesn't like talking X's and O's, but it was so obvious. The field position. The Cowboys, the playbook was this thick.
Yeah.
Central Arkansas starting at the 40, 45, midfield.
Yeah.
They can do anything.
Yeah.
That's
You
going to
right there.
open yourself up to these
Okay,
right there.
granted.
Field position.
I will give you that.
Holy
That's-
smokes.
I do believe in field position.
When
And
you're
that's
buried,
key.
Something set that field position up.
good punting.
Yes.
This, that, the other.
Better
Bad
team.
Good team.
Better,
I mean, school hit nail on the head.
I'm not
But Rick,
arguing. Central Arkansas
Rick,
is a
when
better
you think
team.
about it, Rick,
Played a
and
better game.
and I'm not trying to sugarcoat it in any way,
Right.
but if you take away the 3 turnovers, which were 3 touchdowns, is it a different game?
2 turnovers.
2.
Punt,
Is it
a fumble for a touchdown
is it a different game?
and a block.
Is it a different game?
No.
Okay. I was
am
trying.
It isn't.
I was
the
trying.
bombs. The
I was
bombs.
trying.
I
The
don't
bombs.
You got to stop the bombs.
Yeah, you have to stop that.
I don't think there was any shame in losing that game up there. Central Arkansas is good, okay?
Yeah, they are good.
We thought McNeese was pretty good.
Yes.
That showed us. McNeese has a long way to go right now.
But you know what? When you look at it, and you have to look at it as a team concept, Scooter, for them to get that many deep balls off, was there not just enough pressure? I mean, come on, let's be real.
Well, it's the same thing
Good
you're
quarterback.
going to see this week. How far LSU still got to go to get back in the national conversation?
Yeah.
This kind of was McNeese's barometer.
Yes.
To see.
Yes.
I agree.
Without Sam Houston.
I agree.
Central Arkansas offensive line.
Like I said, face it, not playing Sam Houston this year.
Yeah.
This was a year set up for him.
All right,
pretty
gave
good.
him a little opening.
You're right.
You like to talk about this. Central Arkansas's offensive line was massive.
Yeah.
McNeese
Size-wise.
defensive line and their front seven, they rely on speed and angles.
You're right.
It didn't work. All right,
Not
the
when you get deep.
massive Hulks kept them on. McNeese hasn't gotten a whole lot of sacks. Chris Livings out, not a lot of speed on the outside. They haven't had a whole lot of sacks, but that front seven has done very well containing and holding
McNeese
the
has
run
always
game.
been built on speed. They've
All right,
always
so
been
you
built
got a
on
great
speed.
quarterback in Hildenbrand, breakdowns in the secondary, found an open receiver,
Yeah.
found a guy open, bam, they're gone. Three times, 3 bombs. To me, that was the difference in the game. Yeah, the block punt was huge,
Yeah.
came at a bad time. The kicker just took too long to get it
Yeah.
away, and you're going to have a breakdown that way. What's mind-boggling, and again, this is a Central Arkansas defensive secondary that is in the bottom half. And boy, they played
better.
over their stats.
Much better.
They were allowing like 220
Much better.
yards of passing.
Yeah,
They shut down Taggart.
again,
They shut down the
every
passing
team
game.
is different. You get too caught up in that.
What? What am I getting caught up?
Looking at
Well, you're
stats
trying to look at
going
what's
in.
happened before.
I'm looking
to
at
kinda-
matchups. I'm looking at how
Yeah.
they played.
Exactly, but you can't do that strictly on stats. But we're getting sidetracked. That's okay. I'm going to tell you, bottom line, McNeese has work to do. And,
Well, yeah,
Probably recruiting.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that in regards to certain. But this is a secondary for the Cowboys that they're young in spots, vis-a-vis LSU. Okay,
Yeah.
but they were playing well, and they just again a superior quarterback, field position, not knowing what else they can do. All of a sudden, when you can do anything you want to do offensively, you're gonna have a breakdown.
I mean, you don't stand a chance. I mean, when you can do what they did, Rick, it's tough for the Cowboys to even try and do anything to offset what they were doing.
But again, you hate to say stats. I would say dominant, but they beat them in time of possession.
Yeah.
They beat them with more offensive yards. Of course, Central Arkansas, they didn't have to stay on the field.
They was
scored
chunking
quick.
it, Rick.
Yeah.
They were chunking it.
And first downs.
Yeah.
So some key
They
things
were
that
chunking
coaches
it.
look at.
Well,
like
they didn't need many first downs either with the field position.
Yeah.
No, let's forget it. I really do, though. I want to see how McNeese bounces back this week.
Big game this week
against Southeast.
Big game.
Southeastern always plays them
played
tough.
Sam Houston
Scooter.
tough.
They always play them tough, Scooter.
I
you
mean,
know that.
if we come out and see that Southeastern is clearly the better team,
Yeah.
I'd be concerned.
That gap then widens. I don't think they are. They won 5 straight. The Lions lost to Sam Houston over the weekend. So in the whole Saturday night, a big bounce back game. You're
Big
right.
game for the Cowboys.
They got that Northwestern and Lamar, 2 home games out of 3. Finish up 9-2. Do you give them some? The panel, the FCS some?
That's 9-2.
But they lost to Nichols a long time ago.
First game.
Okay, but they're like,
But you know what, Rick?
most of the FCS, they don't have like a game against a Power 5
Right.
or anything.
You're right.
That's a real 9-2.
Is there anything with the 9-2 for us for style
With some
points?
bad
If you
losses.
make it look good, can that justify it to some degree?
There's nothing left there.
That's it.
No.
They
I
can
thought
do
maybe
that.
if you're going to lose at Central Arkansas, keep it within 10.
Yeah,
Well,
make it look good. Yeah, make it
be
look
very
good.
competitive. Maybe so. All right,
I mean, they
we'll
were
hold out
number
hope. We'll hold
one.
out hope.
How many Southern Conference teams you think they're going to take?
Yeah.
And
That's
now
true.
they're
Good point.
down in the pecking
Yeah.
order.
Sam Houston and Nichols, if Nichols wins out, they got to get
It's
the
done.
edge over the
Nichols in.
Cowboys. If they take 3,
Obviously.
we'll see how the
Which is
final
probably
poll.
dicey even there.
Yeah. All right. Saints 5-2. They are sole possession of first place. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that. And Texans owner Bob McNair, I promise, we'll do it.
We will. Shame
Okay?
on him.
When we come back in 2 minutes, stay right here.
Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort, home of Soundoff60. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
The 2018 Toyota Camry is here, and it is a remarkable product. So remarkable, in fact, we're going to do something a little different with this commercial. We're just going to spend the rest of this 30 seconds showing you this car. So if you're one of those people that's always said, yeah, the Camry's not really the car for me, you might be exactly who this car is for. Come see it today at Lake Charles Toyota.
All right, welcome back to the show, boys and girls. What an hour it has been. It feels like 3 hours because, man, we're just bouncing around, but we got a lot more to cover, so stay with us. Coming up November 25th, Thanksgiving week, Martina McBride in concert here at the Special Events Center. Martina McBride, there you go.
She's a good-looking lady,
herself.
too, man.
She'll be in concert if you start making your plans for holiday week. All right, Texans owner Bob McNair. You know, look, guys, he made a very controversial
statement. He didn't have a brain for it. No, he didn't have a brain for it.
Well, no. Very controversial statement. The quote was to fellow owners and executives of the NFL talking about the anthem.
It was a privately called
all
meeting
the different problems the NFL is experiencing off the field. The quote was, "We cannot let the inmates run the prison."
Yeah.
Now, the turn of phrase, the cliche, it's actually we cannot let the prisoners run the asylum.
We know.
Okay.
We
He
know
used the word prison.
We know what that meant.
All right, in quotation marks, that's Bob McNair.
You just want to be offended.
No.
Here we go. All right.
First of all, if you're an owner and the majority of your profit is coming from the guys that you put out on the field as your product, why would you say something like that? Why would you say something like that?
I can't explain it.
If I own a business, Rick,
figure
of speech or not, if I own a company and people that are coming to work every day working for me,
figure of speech.
See, that's the easy way out of it, though, Scooter,
Yeah.
to say that. Because it happens too often, Scooter.
Okay.
That's what I don't like.
So
and the thing with him, he's in a position that should never. The thing is, he got caught. That's the thing, Rick. Can you imagine what else probably is being said that we don't know about?
I don't know the guy.
The only thing is this.
What else is being
The only thing is this. As a former player, to look at that would hurt me. Can you imagine what those guys that played for him went out Sunday and, like, dude, seriously?
Give him credit. They went out and played a hell of a game.
Give
They
Deshaun
did. They
Watson.
bounced back.
Give
Great
Deshaun
game.
Watson. He's got to make Rookie of the Year
Great
with all
game.
this kid's been through. Deshaun Watson gives 2 of his paychecks to the people that was devastated by Harvey. He works for Bob McNair. He plays for Bob McNair. Bob, how could you say that about a player that just did that?
Yeah, and all those
That's
most
crazy,
of the
Rick.
players.
Literally.
No, I'm not.
Come on,
Most of the players, and led by
Being
J.J.
made.
Watt, probably did a lot of donation work and charity
Rick,
work.
they
during
raised
Hurricane
$13 million,
Yeah.
man, for the city of Houston.
Look, NFL owners, Bob McNair's an older guy, okay? Mistakes can happen. NFL owners, they're smart at their business and making money. Where they get into problems is some of the PR factor.
Yeah.
The words,
Yeah.
our president is example number 1. Sometimes when you
with you
open your
there.
mouth and you don't think clearly and when you don't have the public relations savvy, you say idiotic and stupid and hurtful things. This was an idiotic and hurtful thing to say.
Yes, it was.
With
Rick.
all due respect to Mr. Hobbs, it was he messed up the phrase, but you have to wonder in
I
his
do
heart,
agree.
what does he
I'm
mean?
not arguing that.
What does he mean by that?
I'm
I
not
understand
arguing that.
I understand that.
But
when you
You're
look
giving
at
him
it,
the benefit of the doubt?
well, I'm
I don't.
saying
I
I'm
think-
saying in the list of the world's problems, misspeaking a figure of speech, let's let it rank well down the list of the world's problems.
The timing was awful, Hobbs. Look at what his team is doing.
Don't argue
Awful
that.
time.
I can't.
But it's like everybody's just waiting. Oh, you hear what he said? Just waiting on any little slip up. This guy's
The owners are doing the same thing to the players.
But wait,
the owners are doing the same thing to the players.
What you failed to
waiting
realize,
for the players
Scooter,
to slip
what
up.
you failed to realize, Scooter, this statement wasn't made in public. That's what makes me think, what I think.
But it's still, okay.
If he would have made that statement in public, I would probably give him the benefit of the doubt. Do you understand what I'm saying, Rick?
I understand.
If
I'm agreeing
that
with
statement
you.
would have been made in public
I'm in agreement
by
with you.
McNair, I'll give you the benefit
I'm
of
in
the doubt.
agreement with
You made that statement in private. We know what you meant when you made it.
20-12. Saints over the Bears. 5 straight. This is a pretty good defensive team for the Bears. 2 fumbles by Mark Ingram made this a little dicey at the end.
And that's not like him. That's not like him at all.
Well, you know, the
That's not
the
like
last
him.
one, I mean, they really stripped
Yeah.
that ball out of him. Okay,
That's not-
give
not like
him
him to
credit.
give it up.
We've given Mark Ingram
I
a lot
have
of,
been.
and he owned up to it.
I've jumped on
You
his
saw his
bandwagon.
post-game
Well, you
comment.
know-
I sucked. I
have.
sucked.
Yeah, but that's why Mark Ingram is one of the most popular guys in the locker room.
I can believe that.
Oh yeah.
He is.
Well, I mean, look where he came from, Scooter.
Yeah.
That's in him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's in him, Scooter.
But he's a stand-up guy. The team has always loved him. I mean, they will stand by him.
We were down on him when he first got there.
I
I'll admit.
Fans were.
We were down on him when he first
And
got
that's
there.
what people didn't know, was that he was always a locker room.
I'm on his bandwagon. I'll be the first to
Good
tell you
guy.
now. I'm on his bandwagon.
And they rally around him. That wasn't the Saints' best game.
No.
Even without the 2 fumbles, kind of like what made them look like a good team, a team getting better every week. They got. We've already talked about some of the breaks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good teams get those breaks. Is
They
that
do.
finally starting to happen for the Saints?
They do.
again?
They do, Scooter.
Let's keep
They
this.
do.
You know, look, we talked about believers last week. Now, I'm a believer because in preseason I thought we were looking at a playoff team. This defense has turned around. They're making plays when they have to. And doggone it, look at the 2 losses. Minnesota is 6-2. They lose to Minnesota on the road. New England at home, 6-2.
Well, New England's a whole different
It
animal.
They're the
wasn't
upper
so
echelon.
bad.
Those are
different
2
animal.
very good
I
teams
mean,
they lost
but
to.
they got destroyed.
By who? By New England.
New England,
Yeah.
and to a degree,
Look,
Minnesota.
look.
That game wasn't that close.
2 very good teams early in the
The
year.
thing we've always said, and I know they talk about it, when you've got Drew Brees, this is what he says: defense, keep it close. We got a chance.
He threw that ball
We
up.
got a
Did he
chance.
throw that ball up to
We got a
who?
chance.
Ted Ginn made the catch?
Ginn, number
What was he
19.
thinking?
19.
I mean, holy smoke.
Got
No, it was
away
Brandon
with it.
Coleman. I think it was Brandon Coleman.
No, I think it was.
Was it Ginn?
I think it
I'm
was
thinking
Ginn.
that's double coverage.
Yeah.
But he let his guy make a play, and he made the play.
Rick, let me tell you something. That's how quarterbacks find out who their number 1 receivers are. If I throw you a
Make a
pass
play.
and you go up and get it,
Make
like
a play.
Coach used to do, I'm going to keep throwing to you
Yeah.
because
All
I
right.
know you're going to go get it.
5-2. Sole possession of the South.
But
Very
this,
sole
this,
possession
this
of the South.
defensive turnaround is
Unbelievable.
one of the most amazing things
Unbelievable.
I've
I
ever
agree.
seen in the NFL.
No, I agree. And
I
you know
thought
how
they were
hard I
gonna
am on the
give up
Saints.
1,000
You know that.
points.
Unbelievable.
You know that. But that's the deal, and we can't say that now because it's early. But that's the type of play they had when they went to the Super Bowl, Rick. We got burned,
Yeah.
but you
It
know
was
what?
a
We didn't break.
different- it
We
was
didn't
a
break, though.
different- This is more of a
We didn't break.
traditionally good. That defense gave up tons of yards, but it seemed like they had a pick 6 every
That's
other
the thing,
week.
Scooter. We offset that, though.
Yeah,
Somehow
Turnovers,
we
against,
offset
no
it.
turnovers against the Bears, though.
Yeah,
Somehow we offset it.
this team is more like just playing good straight, particularly these 2 young cornerbacks.
If you go and look at teams that have been in Super Bowls frequently, New England, Seahawks, it's a common factor. Defense is a big contributor because they give sometimes the offense points that they can't get. That they can't get.
All right, let's keep our fingers crossed. The Tampa Bay Bucks go to the Superdome this Sunday. So, and the Bucks lost over the weekend.
They did. Bucks
Falcons
are having a
win,
rough time right now.
And the Panthers won. So it's still tight.
They're having a rough
but
time
the
right now,
Saints
the
have a
Bucks
half-game
don't.
lead up top the South. All right, we're taking a break. We'll come back with final round. Stuff
That's
the
it.
wise guys. And
Already.
the first college football playoff poll is coming out.
Coming up
Florida.
tomorrow. Yes,
Florida
it is.
fires
I've got
their
my
coach.
4.
That and a whole lot
I've
more
got my
when we
4
come
already
back. Stay
picked
right
out.
here.
Soundoff60 is brought to you by our friends at Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Soundoff60 24/7 online at soundoff60tv.com.
The 2018 Toyota Camry is here, and it is a remarkable product. So remarkable, in fact, we're going to do something a little different with this commercial. We're just going to spend the rest of this 30 seconds showing you this car. those people that's always said, yeah, the Camry's not really the car for me, you might be exactly who this car is for. Come see it today at Lake Charles Toyota.
For more taste, less calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. Miller Lite. Hold true.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
All right, welcome back. We are ready for Stump the Wise Guys.
Yes,
they're double teaming us tonight. Nikki and the lovely Haley, equally lovely Haley and Nikki. We're ready.
Beat you guys.
We've been doing very well the last 3 or 4 weeks, so shoot, we're ready. Fire away.
All right. With all the home runs the Houston Astros are hitting in the World Series, we need to know who holds the team career record for most home runs and most RBIs.
Yankees.
No, it's
No,
who
the
on the
Astros
Astros?
team record?
Yeah, the team
Oh, the
career
team?
home.
I
Yeah.
thought they said the team that holds the.
Bro,
No.
you
Oh,
just
no.
Jump
Astros.
right in. You never.
Like, so what
Never
Astro player?
mind thinking.
It's that Bob McMahon.
I know it used to be Jimmy Wynn, but I think Bagwell, Jeff Bagwell. Yeah, he's probably both. Home
Yeah, I
runs
would
and
think
RBIs.
Bagwell. Yeah.
Wow, that's really good for you. Scooter's
Yeah.
out with baseball.
You know, I ended up on a flight
knows
with
all
Jeff
this.
Bagwell.
Did you really?
once, From Houston to Cabo
I
San
can top
Lucas.
you.
Wow.
Dude, I can top you. I played
He,
golf
I
with
think
him,
he
dude.
was
I
either
can
still
top him.
playing or no, he just retired. I think.
I can top you. I played golf with him.
All right, all
played
right.
golf
All
with
this
him. I
name
can top
dropping.
you.
All right, Haley.
Played golf with him.
Oh, we're going back to Nikki. Okay.
All right. Who managed the Houston Astros to their first World Series appearance back in 2005?
Ooh.
Woo.
Art Howe? Art Howe? Or is that a little early?
I think it's a
It's
little.
baseball. Come on now. I'm dealing.
That was after Art
Durker?
Howe.
Durker? Larry Durker?
Come on, Scooter. You got it.
Not Art Howe. That's.
Give me a
I'm
little
thinking-
trivia on what's the Astros' current manager? I can't even think of his name.
AJ Hinch.
When we get done, I'll give you some trivia on him.
We don't have that much time.
Yeah, we
Hobbs, you
don't.
got an answer? I'm
I
saying I'm
don't
thinking
know.
Larry
You
Durker.
stumped us.
All
Larry
right,
Durker.
Some
guys.
initials?
PG.
PG.
Who?
PG.
Phil Garner. Phil Garner.
Okay, all right. Good one. Good. Way to get help,
We
Gidry.
get a half a
Way to
point.
get help.
We get a
That's a
half.
half
Get a call on
stump.
that.
That's a half
I had to
stump.
get a lifeline on that one.
All right.
Scrap
Okay,
iron.
y'all ready?
Really?
We are ready.
Okay, the Houston Astros were not always known as the Astros. From 1962 to 1960.
Colt 45s.
That's my boy.
That's rude. That's rude. Let her. It's Haley. You got to let her do the question. That was her nickname, the Colt 45. What is that? Malt liquor?
Malt liquor. I'm saying.
Oh,
That was,
smoke.
they didn't
What
become
was
the
that?
Astros till they moved into the Astrodome.
Astrodome, yeah. All
Good
right.
for you, Scooter.
Back to you, Haley.
So
Okay,
proud to be your
this
friend,
is a
Scooter.
bonus question.
Let her
Bonus.
finish. Let her finish.
Okay, name the only team in Major League history to win a pennant in both the National and American leagues.
I was gonna say the.
Think about it.
Oh, I'm not a baseball guy. I'm
We got a theme going
I'm waiting
here.
on Scooter. I'm waiting on Scooter. Okay.
On. The Astros. They
The
switched.
Astros?
To
They
win a
switched
pennant?
to
Yes.
pennant.
Oh, I thought you meant World Series.
No,
okay,
pennant,
well,
yeah.
it's the
They
Astros.
switched.
Yes.
It is.
They won one
That's
in the
kind of
National
tricky.
and
It
one
is.
in-
All
See,
right, then.
for a while I was thinking about.
Tricky,
Wait, I
though.
was thinking
Yeah,
about
but
the
that
Giants.
Good
When
for
the
them, good
Giants
for the
moved from
Astros.
New York, but they must have always been National League pennant. That,
But you know
Oh, yeah,
what?
they
Also,
were.
Yeah.
do you know that the uniform change happened when? Was it
Probably
because
had
that was
100 uniforms.
The Houston Astros?
But they had
Oh, I
one
can't keep up with
uniform
all
that
that.
was just the bomb.
All right.
They should have kept
Ladies, hang with us. Thank you very much. They kind of had. They kind of had something.
Trivia,
What? What's
AJ.
AJ, all right,
I
quickly.
did not know this till the other day. He was on the U.S. Just to make you feel old. He was on the U.S. Olympic team that Skip Bertman coached in '96.
Holy smokes! Really?
Which means he was on the same Olympic team with Warren Mars.
I'll be.
Really?
I didn't know
Skip
that.
Bertman
I
coached.
didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay.
That aged him a little
Florida. Florida pretty much ousted or fired Jim McElwain today.
That's an ugly situation.
How bad can that go?
There is just something that does not add up.
No, it doesn't.
He hadn't won a whole lot of big games.
I understand that.
But
Lost
he
a lot
went to
of
the
big
SEC
games.
championship game, what, twice? In his state?
Yeah, but the East
but
sucked.
didn't
But
really make
How do
the
you not
East was
justify
sucking
that?
that time.
And
yeah.
that's their take on it. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but that just proves how bad the
Okay.
East was.
Yeah.
Okay, but still.
What little I've been around him, which it's more than most. I mean, I kind of know him more from SEC media days than playing LSU. He seems to me like a good fit for Florida, kind of a laid-back guy, like a guy would walk around.
How much do you put into this? Well, he didn't tell the administration about the alleged death threats against him and players.
Well, it's pretty obvious to me.
I mean, that's pretty
the
stupid of him.
administration didn't believe him.
Death threats, Rick?
I think they
Come on.
wanted him out.
And they're not. He's not the first coach that is trying to pull that
Rick,
Okay.
to
honestly,
get the
Rick,
sympathy.
Yeah.
Could any team get that on any weekend if they lose?
They wanted him
Seriously?
out.
Exactly.
They wanted him out, and now their defensive coordinator Randy Shannon, who I think used to be the head coach at Miami, is now interim coach.
He's the interim head
How
coach.
can you not give Dan Mullen this job? He was what, OC from Urban Meyer, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, he has developed great players at Mississippi State. I mean, Starkville, come on.
But does he want it, Rick?
I would agree.
Oh, does
he
he
want
want it? Florida?
I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, but does he want it?
Florida's
I
got
mean,
to be
we're
one of the
talking
top
about giving it
15 jobs in the country.
to him. Yeah,
Dan Mullen is bulletproof in Mississippi State.
I can believe that.
No matter what, and, he's done some good things.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
That program was way
But
down.
he is one of the rare head coaches that when they do not do so well, the fans tend to look the other way in Mississippi State. They won't do that in Florida.
I don't know.
No, they won't.
I don't know. Mike Leach,
You got to look
Washington.
at the
They want
stage.
offense at Florida. Leach, Mullen. I mean, all right. Quickly, college football poll. Alabama's clearly. Penn State, Ohio State game of the year over the weekend.
Wow.
Penn State now has a loss. TCU loses to Iowa State.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be crazy
think
this
Iowa
week.
State belongs in the playoffs.
Maybe. Holy smokes, they've upset
It's the
Oklahoma.
story of the year.
Unbelievable. So first poll coming out. It's clear it's going to, we got weeks and weeks of this. It's going to be crazy. Nikki, Haley, we appreciate it. Great job. Half stump tonight. Lovely ladies from LaBerge has joined us.
Great job.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Always.
Enjoy the World Series and LSU, Alabama.
Yes.
We'll be back next time,
I don't
everybody.
think you're going to enjoy that.
Soundoff60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 4 Monday through Sunday nights at 9 and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. Soundoff60 also airs throughout Southwest Louisiana on Vive Broadband Channel 6 at 9 p.m. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the guys and access our website and our great advertising partners at soundoff60tv.com.